Hi, little birds. It's good to see you. And today I'm going to address a video that just was released a few hours ago. And, you know, everybody is entitled to their opinion. Even people like this person, which I get it. She's a trans woman like myself, but she definitely does not have the same attitudes and opinions that most of the community does. And the person I am talking about, I'm going to use my small platform, which I don't expect this to go anywhere. I don't even expect her to watch this because I'm a little peon and she doesn't care about the little ones. It's Blaire White. And she just released a video saying, "Oh, trans women don't get periods." Okay, let me clear this up. Yes, in the sense of a cis woman, we don't get periods. We don't shed our nice little lining from our cervix every month. We don't get that. We don't get that portion of it. But due to the hormones, and this is scientifically proven, there's been quite a few studies I've read where it says directly that the hormones do cause this, and it's proven. So it happens. It may not happen monthly for most of us. I know, I was trying to record it and it was like kind of hit and miss, and it would happen some months, it wouldn't happen others. I would go weeks without it, and sometimes I'll sync up with my ex, sometimes I won't. And it does not mean that I do not get the same symptoms as period. Now, the things I get, some of the classic ones. I get the diarrhea, I get the cramping, I get the moodiness, and it'll last 2 to 3 days, give or take. And yes, I don't get the cramping in my cervix or my vagina. I get the cramping down in the intestines, and that's all part of what the scientists say that the hormones are causing, because your body is trying to reconcile the hormone changes, and it just knows what to do with the hormones. And to invalidate a bunch of trans women and say, "Oh, you don't get a period," is not right. And I'm sorry, you can say that they don't. Yes, they don't. They don't have the bleeding. They don't have to wear pads. We only get that one time out of our life, and that is when we go through GCS or gender confirmation surgery or sexual reassignment surgery, whatever you want to call it. That is the only time that we actually get to kind of experience what it's sort of like to have bleeding and wear a pad. Because trust me, I have been wearing a pad for 6 weeks and it's not been fun. I don't like pads, I hate them. I'm sorry, I thought it would be cool. It's not cool. But to invalidate a whole group of people that say they do is not right. I'm sorry. And then on top of that, she said that the whole movement of trans women are women is just a lie to lie to ourselves. No, it is not. Yes, I am a woman. Yes, I did not have the same experiences as a cis woman. I did not grow up as a little girl. I did not, have those experiences going through a period or, you know, potentially getting pregnant. Yes, I did not have those same experiences, but my experiences don't invalidate the fact that I am a woman. Yes, You can add a title to it, trans woman, which I don't. I like it, but at the same time, I don't, because there's that whole sect of other people that say, "Oh, trans women are just men in dresses." Well, I'm sorry, that is not how we are. I don't go back home and, you know, cut off my hair and be a man. That is not how it works. You know, I'm not taking hormones or going through surgery to be a man. And for her to say, she doesn't understand that. Well, sorry that your opinion sucks, but trans women are still women. Yes, we are not biological women. You could test my blood and you won't find the right chromosomes, but that doesn't mean that I am not a woman. And there's so much variation in chromosomes that it's crazy. You can't just be like, oh, there's only XXXY. That's not the case. There, I can think of at least 5 different variations, which, according to one article I read, there's actually 8. So for someone to say that there's only 2 biological genders possible, and then to invalidate again trans women in her own community and say, "Oh, you're not women, you're just hallucinating," is just a bunch of garbage. Like, we are women. Yes, we have different experiences, but so does all of humanity have different experiences against each other. You know, I could I could say I'm German, which I'm of German descent, but I will not have the same experiences as a person living in Germany and that knows German and has lived there all of their life. I can definitely relate to them as far as, hey, I can't sunbathe, neither can some of them. There's things that I can relate to with them. But yes, I am not German person. So, yes, I am not a woman. I am not biologically a woman, but I am a woman through the experiences I've had thus far. And that I can identify with and correlate with other women. And to invalidate trans women, so many trans women, as far as having PMS, a period, whatever you want to call it. I call it a monthly cycle because, yes, I don't get, the whole bleeding and having to wear a pad or a tampon, but I still get some of the same symptoms. And yes, other women think it's funny, which so does my ex, but it's because they knew us before. And they laugh because they're like, see, now you can relate. Now you can kind of at least have some sympathy for what we go through every month. And yes, I can. And just to invalidate so many people is freaking ridiculous to say you're not women and you don't get any period symptoms. You're just all hallucinating. You're all crazy. Like, really, Blaire? Blaire, get a life because you agree with Ben Shapiro of all people. You can only agree with him on one thing, and that's that that we are not biologically women according to his definition, which is you have to have the XY chromosomes or you are, or XX, whatever. I don't know my biology, okay? I am not a biologist. I am not a scientist. I am not a doctor. So, anyway, just to invalidate so many people is not right. It's not okay. And, maybe it's just because I had a different set of experiences living in the South most of my life. And that would be like telling a person of color that, oh, you don't get persecuted. What are you talking about? It's 2019. Would just invalidate that for the same reason that you just invalidated a whole group of people just because you don't experience it. But just because you don't experience something does not mean it is not something that happens for other people. And I guess for this video, I will link down below Blaire's video, whether I like to or not, because I can't stand her points of view and how opinionated she is. Yes, I'm opinionated myself, but not in the same way. And, you know, I will also link in some data from some of these studies that I've read about trans women and getting, you know, period like symptoms. It's not, it happens. Whether other women want to say that, whether they want to validate us and be like, oh, yeah, you do, or no, you don't, it's, it's not a debate. I know my body. I didn't get that before. And, like I said, I call it my cycle, hormone cycle, because yes, our hormones still go up and then they go down. And it happens. You can't be like, oh yeah, my hormone levels are always like this. That doesn't happen in real life, especially like right now. I didn't take my meds this morning yet, so you can imagine my estradiol levels are probably low. Um, so yeah, that's my video for today. Be your authentic selves, and you know, live your life how you want, and don't let others invalidate you just because their opinion is not your own. All right, bye, y'all. I'll see you later.